Capricorn, hi, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. This is going to be your um 2023 recap and then also your 2024 projection video. I'm just kind of like merging the two together. Couple of announcements though. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, January this month is the last month to book a past, present, future reading for $35. I'm kind of going to restructure how I do my personal readings, and in that restructuring, the prices are also going to get restructured. So if you're interested in booking with me, they are going to go up next month. So feel free to check out all that information at cardinalfiretarot.com. And then also, if you aren't already, make sure that you're following me over on Instagram and TikTok. I post daily over there with readings, quotes, all that good stuff. And I think that's it as far as announcements go. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by pulling oracle cards. Then we're going to go through and talk about them. And then we'll get into the tarot too. Okay. And pull some from this deck as well. All right. So give me just a second here to get organized, and then we'll take a look at all this. Okay. So we're going to start by looking at the overall energy for each year. So for the overall energy for 2023, the year that just passed, we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, and relationships. So that's your heart chakra and relationships. So I think there's a lot of emphasis past on this. Ooh, words. I think there's a lot of emphasis in this past year on your relationships and on how you express your love and how you prioritize your connections and all that good stuff. Then the overall energy for next year, this coming year, 2024, we have cornucopia and blame. I think This could go in a couple of different ways. No matter what, it means that you are projecting more power externally to other people's situations, places than you should because you are the creator of your own reality, right? So we'll get more when we get tarot and we'll figure out a little bit more on that. You're definitely giving away your power, but I don't know in what way yet, if that makes sense. Then in this next column, this is the lessons learned. So the lessons learned in 2023, the past year, we have sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, and friendship. So, I mean, this is just following your intuition when it comes to the people in your life. Who deserves to be in your life? Who adds value to your life? Who is an energy vampire that makes your life harder? Who is always negative and always bringing the vibrational frequency of the room that they're in down? It's those kind of questions. Those are the lessons that you learned this past year. Now, for 2024, the lesson that's going to be learned, we have the thinking man and doubt. Don't overthink shit. Just like you used your intuition back here in order to discern who to allow in your life, let that same intuition guide you in decisions as far as like where you're going in life. Don't overthink. Don't let, your anxiety spin and allow yourself to just sit there ruminating nonstop. Like, that's not going to propel you forward. It's going to keep you stagnant where you're at. Then we have the challenges. So the challenge for 2023, we have man holding a coin and denial. I don't think I don't think you really recognize how much the people around you affect your financial success, whether that is in a positive light or a negative light. You are the people that you surround yourself with. For you, it looks like it was in a negative light. So if you're hanging out with a bunch of people who are not following their dreams, who are barely making it by, who are living in this lack mindset, then you also are going to be at that level. However, looking into 2024, we have the challenge is the door to value and loneliness. So you're going to learn that if you want this income, if you want this money flying through that door, you're going to have to step away from the people who are blocking it from entering your life. And what's hard to sometimes wrap your brain around is it's not necessarily like obviously connected. So you could have a friend who has nothing to do with your career or your business or anything. However, if they're bringing that energy of lack, poorness, world's out against me, I'm not capable, I can't do it, then that's the energy you're absorbing. So even though it doesn't directly look like it has to do with your finances, it still does. It still does. All right, then in your strength. So your strength for 2023, we have contract and we have gratitude. I think some big life scenarios happen. Monumental. Oh gosh, Capricorn, why am I struggling with words in your reading? Some major life events happened in 2023. And the reason that they're showing up as a strength is not necessarily because they happen, but because you can recognize how grateful you are for them happening. You can be proud of the progress you've made. You can see how blessed you are, and you can recognize that. So many of us rely on, I'll be happy when I get to XYZ, and then they get to XYZ and they're not happy because something else has taken XYZ's place? So celebrating the wins along the way is so important. Then in 2024, for your strength, we got storm warning and growth. You're going to face adversity in this upcoming year, but it's going to help you evolve and grow and expand into your highest self. So it's a strength because you're taking the adversity and you're using it to your advantage. Now, This is what you are leaving behind in 2023, what you are not bringing into 2024 with you. We have Angel of Strength and Regret. Stop underestimating how capable you are, how strong you are, how deserving you are, how talented you are. Stop underestimating, because then you're going to get, if you allow fear of failure to keep you stagnant, then you're going to have regret that you never went after your dreams. All right, and this is what you're taking with you into from 2023 into 2024. We have broken heart, all tied up, and balance. This and this are very similar energies. It's again taking the pain, taking the roadblocks, taking the stagnancy and the challenges, and finding balance, finding harmonious energy within there. So life can't all be rainbows and butterflies at all times. It's just not how it works. You have opposing energies. You have yin and yang energy. You have masculine and feminine energy. You have dark and light energy. It's not always going to be love and light. It's what do you do with the shadow that lives within you? Do you shove it down? Do you ignore it? Do you pretend it's not there? Do you allow it to run your subconscious and, act out in ways that are completely inappropriate because of what's happening, deeper on a deeper level with you? Or do you acknowledge it and accept it and allow yourself to be where you're at? Because that is the sweet spot where you're going to find that balance there. All right, let's go ahead and get into some tarot. We're going to start by getting tarot for the overall energy of 2023. Right, clarifying, or not clarifying, but just elaborating on this overall energy of 23. You have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Hanged Man. I think this was a year of you learning that not everybody's out to get you. This is a year of learning that there are genuine people in the world who want to add value to your life. So it's the year of learning that you are safe and opening your heart space, because no one can harm you unless you give them permission to do so. And so you've had this shift where you're opening your heart space, you're allowing these relationships to come into your life. And in doing so, you're kind of having to relearn everything that you've taught yourself about relationships, because you've been conditioning yourself that it's not safe, they aren't genuine, they won't stay around, and they don't love you. And so now you're having to address every single one of those beliefs and counter it with the, opposite belief. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot for overall energy of 2024. All right. We have the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Eight of Cups. If you choose to walk away from something that was very positive for your life, if you choose to walk away from a person who was going to give you everything out of fear of being vulnerable, that's on you. You can't then blame the world for your bitterness, because you put up the wall and you pushed away the person who wanted to come in and give you the love. Because it's like you're at this crossroads. You've got blame and cornucopia, two completely opposite things. We've got abundance and we've got lack. Then you've got Knight of Cups. That's action within love. That's abundance. Then you've got the Emperor. That is cold, calculating, very masculine energy. We're going to put that with, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but for right now, we're putting that with the lack. Then you've got the Eight of Cups. So what do? Do you accept life the way that you have always thought life is, and in doing so, cut yourself short? Or do you open your heart space and allow for love to enter? All right, so let's go ahead and get tarot for the lessons learned in 2023. All right, we have the Empress, the World, and the Knight of Swords. This was about using your intuition to figure out who was there for you, who was supporting you. It looks like you really ended some cycles when it came to the people in your life. I mean, relationships. We haven't even made it that far into the reading, you know? But we have the Empress with the World. So you are closing out cycles of lesser energy in order to step into that Empress energy, to step into your highest self. And Knight of Swords, that's just movement. You are making moves based on the fact that you know your worth. You are allowing the people to come into your life who see how worthy you are and who add value to your life, not the other way around. All right, let's get some tarot for the lessons that will be learned in 2024. All right, we have the King of Pentacles, that's your energy, Capricorn, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Don't be afraid to give because you're scared of not having enough. We keep coming back to this lack, this abundance versus lack. But as you allow yourself to give to others, the universe is going to give to you in a way that reflects that. So you can stand in your power and you can show up and you can be supportive for the people in your life and you can give your time, energy, resources, and you can be charitable, or you could not. You could be anxious and worry about, but when will I get paid next? And I don't know if I don't know if I can loan them $50 because will I get it back? Those kind of thoughts are going to attract that kind of energy. And just because you don't get it back from that person, let's say you lend somebody $50, they don't give you their $50 back. That doesn't mean that abundance won't come to you from a different direction. All right, now let's look at your challenge. We're going to start with the challenges of 2023. All right, so we had man holding a coin and denial. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and death and rebirth. Yeah, this is you ending certain connections with people in order to better align with people who are going to propel you forward in the future. Seven of Pentacles is the card of planting seeds. So you are making the connections now that are going to work in your benefit later on down the line. Then you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of connections and working together and, business associates and those kind of things. The Hermit, which is the card of really going within and doing some soul searching and figuring out that if you want your money right, you have to be willing to walk away from the people in your life. You have to be willing to be alone. And then making those changes. That was your challenge in 23. Did you do it? Did you walk away from people who were keeping you stagnant? All right, let's look at your challenge in 2024. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups, Temperance, and the Six of Swords. I think you did. Ace of Cups, that's leading from your heart space. Temperance, that's the card of balance. Six of Swords, that's the card of moving on to calmer waters. You walked away into a seemingly lonely scenario in order for you to align, in order for you to find your balance, and in order for you to attract your abundance. So I think you did learn from this challenge in 23. And now moving into 24, it's more of a maintaining. All right, now let's look at your strength in 2023. All right, so we had contract and gratitude. That was you having gratitude for the monumental life moments that had happened. We've got the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands. You're moving away from pain. You're moving away from heartache. You're moving away. So the Ten of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the dude is laying on the ground dead and he's got 10 fucking swords sticking out of his back. Like, that's as much pain as you can have. However, it also implies the ending of pain because the 10 is the end of the sword suit, if you don't include, court cards. So you are taking your pain, taking your anguish, taking what was working against you, and you're allowing it to make you stronger, to make you more passionate, to make you more excited, to make you grateful for what you do have. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful and not an easy thing to do. Even okay, the majority of society, they don't think about gratitude on a day-to-day basis unless it's like Thanksgiving. They're not going to sit there and think about what do I have to be grateful for? What in my current reality have I manifested? Have I worked towards, Even somebody who does have that awareness towards gratitude, returning to that over and over is such a challenge. So this is beautiful. All right, let's look at your strength in 2024. All right, so just how we were saying, the Ten of Swords implies the completion of the pain. We've got the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is very similar to the Ten of Swords. The only difference is Ten of Swords is like stab you in the back pain. Ten of Wands is like the weight of the world on your shoulder pain. There's a little bit different implication of what it is. However, still very similar. So you are taking this weight that you have been burdened with. You're taking it and you're moving through it from a growth mindset in order to come out on the other side with love and happiness and contentment and security and stability. That's not easy to do. It's so easy in theory to say, well, your life is shit because you're supposed to learn from it to make your life better in the future. That's a guaranteed way to piss somebody off. But in theory, you could say that all day and it seems super easy. However, you're actually taking that concept and applying it, which is not easy to do. All right, let's look at what we are leaving behind in 2023. All right, we have the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands. Your regret of whatever, of not making the move, of not being the best version of yourself in a certain relationship, of being too scared to go after your business idea, whatever those regrets are, leave them there. Leave them in 23. Acknowledge them, accept them, feel them, and then release them. Because if you're pulling that regret with you into 24, then you haven't created space for excitement, for success, for all that good stuff. All right, and now let's go ahead and get some tarot for what you are taking with you into this new year. So we have Page of Cups, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You're taking your instability from the people in your life who aren't adding to it, from the people in your life who are showing up for you. You're taking your inability to see too much in the future, and you are alchemizing all of that into a new stable beginning of balance. These are like night and day different energies that came out together. Broken heart, all tied up, Two of Swords, Page of Cups. That's messy. That is emotionally immature. That is stagnancy. And then you've got just the most solid foundational energy right here. And that's, I think, that's the overall theme of the reading is you are taking the shittiness of 23 and the lessons learned and the pain you had to experience, and you are shifting it to a space that you can use it to your advantage. All right, and then I want to just close this reading off by pulling an affirmation for you. Okay. You got gratitude. I love that. It says, find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. This one says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. 2023 looks like a beautiful year for you, Capricorn, and that is what I have. If you resonate with this reading, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, all that good stuff that helps the channel grow. I really, really appreciate it. And then just keep in mind, if you are wanting to book a personal reading with me, I would definitely get that scheduled sometime this month. And I'll see you next time. Bye.